says John Jones should have cleaned house a long time ago. It's a sad story for John Jones. He's one of the greatest to step foot in the octagon, says Dana White. He's not answering the phone to John Jones. There you go. There's that. Anderson motherfucking Silva. How are you going to save the card? Well, he was at International Fight Week to induct his friend Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira into the Hall of Fame. But by Thursday night, Anderson Silva became part of the UFC 200. He's part of the staple event for International Fight Week people in Sin City, Vegas. UFC 200. He steps in, you guys, for John Jones to face Daniel motherfucking Cormier. Silva steps in with less than 2 days' notice. 7 weeks after gallbladder surgery. He's 41 years old. Says he's not even going in to challenge for the belt. He's going in to challenge for himself. Said he wasn't really even training at the time, but feels that he's in good enough shape to put up a good fight. Dana White said that Silva called and said that he'd be willing to step in as soon as the news broke that John Jones has been pulled from the event. Said it was Silva's idea not to make it a title fight. Dana White would have made it a title fight, but fucking Anderson Silva said, no. No. Weird. Make it a 3-round fight, and if he takes out Daniel Cormier in 2 days' notice, 41 years old, 7 weeks after gallbladder surgery, are you serious? Fuck you, John Jones. You're a little bitch. That's what I say. Fuck you. You're a little bitch.
Someone's salty.
Salty?
Sounds
Man,
like
he can lick my salty balls. That's what I say, you mother. What the fuck? Other terrible news, and we'll get to good news, but other terrible news. Demetrius Johnson. And you know what? Before I go to Demetrius Johnson, while we're still on John Jones, you know what, motherfucker? Bring it. John Jones, bring it. You can't fucking pass a piss test anyway. Bring it, bitch. That's what I say. Anyway. Demetrius Johnson injured and out of UFC 201 against Wilson Hayes. UFC 201 is headlined by Tyron Woodley versus Robbie Lawler. Hashtag, this is what I want right here. Everybody to do this right now. Hashtag, please stay clean. Hashtag, please stay healthy. Okay? 2 things right now. 2 things that I just talked about. One person injured, the other person a dirty, rotten scoundrel in the form of one John Jones. I'm sorry, man. I'm fucking pissed, alright?
Yeah.
So, one person a dirty, rotten scoundrel, the other one injured, and the real pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, Demetrius Johnson.
So basically...
That's why I said it, is because the real pound-for-pound best fighter in the world has to exit his fight because he's injured, not a doper. So there you go. I had to tie those two together. The best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Demetrius Johnson, is injured and out of UFC 201. UFC 201 is still intact because Tyron Woodley and Robbie Lawler. Please stay clean. Please stay healthy.
Yeah.
So... hashtag, please stay clean. Hashtag, please stay healthy. Alright, so, moving on. Holy shit. Oh, shit. UFC Fight Night 90 happened. Let's get into some cool shit. Action happened. And then we got shit picks going on. We got 2 fight cards to do shit picks on. One of which we do know is going on right now. We know, people. We know. Trying to stay spoiler free, so I can't even look at it right now. You know what I mean? So There's that. But last night, Joseph motherfucking Duffy, the last person besides Nate Diaz, the last person to beat Conor McGillicuddy, Conor McGregor, was Joseph Duffy. He defeated Mitch Clark this weekend, sorry. I'm so used to him being on the weekend. No, they turned up on a Thursday, people. So, last night, rear naked choke, round 1, defeated Mitch Clark. That's the shit. Alan Jobain and Bilal Muhammad probably had the fight of the year as it stands, or if not, definitely in contention. Probably not, because there's been a lot of good fights already this year. But, oh my god, dude. Unanimous decision to Alan Jobain, but what a badass fight. Derek Lewis defeated Roy Nelson, who tried to wrestle-fuck Derek Lewis. When they were standing, Derek Lewis was getting the best of Roy Nelson. I don't know which way it should have gone, because Roy Nelson landed a million fucking takedowns, but he wrestle-fucked him. It was a split decision. Could have gone either way. Derek Lewis got the nod. Eddie Alvarez defeated Rafael Dos Anjos via TKO, round 1, #and new champion. Eddie Alvarez knocked him the fuck out.
And new champion. That's great.
It's crazy. Alright, and we'll talk about who he could be potentially facing in the future in this podcast. We will make time, people. But let's get these shit picks on the road, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Fights going on tonight. Du Ho Choi, 13-1 versus Thiago Tavares, 24-6-1 in the featherweight division. What say you?
I'm going with 13-1.
13. Okay. You're gonna take Du Ho Choi. Good
right.
choice, probably. I would say 13-1. So you're gonna give him a B, and I'm gonna go with Thiago Tavares. He's gonna get a J. So Will Brooks, former Bellator champion, left with the title, takes on Ross Pearson. You know who Ross Pearson is. He got knocked out by Conor McGregor. 21-10, Ross Pearson. 17-1, Big Will Brooks. What say you? Ill Will Brooks.
Yeah, Will Brooks.
Yeah, that's Will Brooks. You're gonna get a BJ, sir. Your first fight in the UFC, and you're getting a BJ. How's that? 2-1, Amanda Cooper, probably in the house, versus Tatiana Suarez. Full disclosure, I did not watch the house this year. I just didn't have the time. This is for the women's strawweight division. 4-0 Tatiana Suarez against 2-1 Amanda Cooper. I'm going to go with Tatiana Suarez. You're going to take Amanda, B, and Tatiana Suarez. You're going to get a J. So there you go. Andrew Sanchez versus Khalil Roundtree. Roundtree is 5-0. Andrew Sanchez is 8-2. This is in the light heavyweight division. What say you? 8-2 against 5-0. Andrew Sanchez, I believe this is your first fight in the UFC, and you're going to get a BJ too, sir. How is that?
I bet you they're loving it.
Oh yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Friday night fights, and we got a women's strawweight championship fight. Joanna Jędrzejczyk against Claudia Gadelha. Joanna is 11-0. Gadelha is 13-1. What say you, sir?
13-1 again.
You're going to take Claudia Gadelha. I'm going to take...
Change.
Oh, shit. You think that it's going to be a trend this weekend, then? We'll see, as we have two... No, we don't. Fuck you, John Jones. We only have one title fight this weekend on the UFC 200 fight card, and it's an interim title to boot. Oh, no. We got two. Miesha Tate and Amanda Nunes. We have two championship fights. One is a interim. But anyway, that's then. This is now. I'm taking Joanna, champion. I'm going to give her a J, and you're going to give Claudia Gadelha a B. There you go.
So both title fights are in the women's divisions?
Yes.
That's the business.
And then one interim belt because I don't think, and it could turn into the regular featherweight interim. It's a featherweight interim title fight, but it could be the featherweight championship fight because I don't think that he can go back down, to be 100% honest. But anyway, UFC 200, Cain Velasquez. Let's stop talking about it and let's be about it. Cain Velasquez versus Travis Hopper Brown. 18-3, Travis Hopper Brown against 13-2, Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez is your favorite fighter. I assume you want to go with him.
Oh, yeah, he beat up Brock Lesnar.
So there you go. And they're on the same card.
Oh,
shit.
It's funny the way the club says, beat up John Cena. Yeah, that's cool.
Cain Velasquez beat up Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, let's see you do that.
There you go. And I'm going to actually go with Cain as well. So, Cain, you get a BJ, sir. Jose Aldo, number 1, against Frankie Edgar, number 2 in the featherweight division. The champion is Conor McGregor, but Conor McGregor wants to play in other divisions and other people's toy boxes, as we like to say on this podcast. Jose Jr. Aldo against Frankie the Answer Edgar. Edgar is 19-4-1. Jose Aldo is 25-2. He's already beaten Frankie Edgar once. So what say you?
I say Frankie Edgar.
I'm going to go Frankie Edgar too. BJ for Frankie. So, there we go. Daniel Cormier versus Anderson the Spider Silva. 33-7. The Spider go against Daniel Cormier. Daniel DC Cormier. DC is 17-1 and he's the light heavyweight champion. The real, legit as fuck, 100%, no challenger, the champion. John Jones can eat a dick, eat a whole box of dicks for all that, for all I care. The real champion is Daniel motherfucking Cormier, people.
To Anderson Silva.
You're gonna go for Anderson?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to go for Anderson, too, because Anderson is my favorite fighter of all time.
We're just talking
outside
of there pretty hard.
Yeah, I know, but he's the champion. He's the light heavyweight champion. Anderson Silva is one of my favorite fighters. So my heart's with Anderson. But no matter what, Cormier keeps the belt, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, Anderson, you get a BJ. Brock Lesnar against Mark Hunt. 5-3 Brock Lesnar against 12-10-1 the Super Samoan Mark Hunt. Whew, this is a tough one, huh?
Yeah. Well, the way it looked in the weigh-ins, it's not a tough one. I'm going with Brock Lesnar.
All right.
Man, Paul Heyman's a lucky ass son of a bitch. He gets paid to say his name. I mean, yeah, granted, he has to talk for the
the mark in me is going for not the Mark Hunt. Sorry, not the Mark Hunt in me, but the mark in me, the wrestling mark in me, is going for Brock Lesnar. But Mark Hunt's probably going to knock his happy.
No, I want to see Lesnar at least.
Misha Cupcake Tate and Amanda Nunes step up, and I want this to be known right now that it is a female title fight in the main event of the number 1 fucking pay-per-view on the fucking forefront of UFC. I mean, this is a staple. UFC 200. Are you serious? Are you kidding me right now? Misha Tate and Amanda Nunes there's nothing wrong with that, and I am 100% for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I back that 100%. I want that to be known. The women's bantamweight title, Misha Tate, Amanda Nunes. Who do you got? I want it to be known, Misha Tate had a hard cut, a hard weight cut. We got to hurry up, though. We got to wrap it.
Yeah, Misha Tate.
Misha Tate, all right, there we go. Boom.
I like the way she won the title. It's pretty good.
Misha, I'm going to give you a BJ, and it's well-deserved. We got a lot more to talk about, but we'll talk about it in the next podcast, people. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep telling your friends about this podcast.
Till Sunday.
Till Sunday, we'll be giving you guys more. We'll talk about maybe future title contenders for each of the champions, including the new one, Eddie Alvarez. Are you serious right now with your face? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. What about you? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
A lot.
Break the walls down. Gotta want none. Break the walls down.